Hey guys, good evening and welcome to my exciting channel. We're discussing Mandela effects and the like. Thank you for joining in. Welcome all Mandela effectians. So I'm joined with Teresa and Sandy again, and we're going to be talking about some more crazy Mandelas. Teresa, why don't you go ahead and get the birthdays out of the list here? Go ahead and get them
No
out of the
problem,
bag.
Brian. No problem. Let me start first with some older birthdays. March 18th, 3 days ago, we had Jennifer Lambert. Happy birthday. Matthew Reed was March 19th. Josh McCarthy, also on the 19th. Caleb McCarthy was also the next day, which was March 20th. We have March 24th, Paul Caniff. Lord Celtic Frost, aka Adrian Esquivel, his birthday is coming up next Wednesday on the 24th. We have Christy Murphy. She is Saturday, March 27th. Shane Utoff. I can never say his name. Utoff. Unbiased on the Fence. He's got his own show. You can maybe check it out if you get a chance to. His birthday is Tuesday, March 3rd.
Teresa?
Teresa.
Uh-oh.
Oh, she just dropped out, didn't she? Well, maybe
Let me go ahead and do a couple mentions out here. We got Karen Maloney. Welcome, Karen. We have Rich Fasanic. Welcome,
I'm
guys.
here.
There we go.
There she is. A second ago.
Okay, well, how far did I get with the birthdays? Tell me.
Shane, you stopped at Shane Udoff.
Oh, okay. Shane Udoff, Unbiased on the Fence, March 30th. Wendy Hamilton is March 30th. McCall Leonard, March 31st. Gemma Black, March 31st. And I believe that's it for March. And I'm just going to wait until April comes. We're getting closer to April and do April. So
Teresa,
happy birthday to everyone.
Teresa, what about Evie?
She's not on my list of birthdays, but when's her birthday?
28th.
Oh, happy birthday, Evie. Happy birthday. How old is she going to be, Brian?
She's going to be 2.
Oh, my God. You want to show a picture of her?
What?
I said, do you want to show a picture of her? How big she's getting?
I don't know if I can do that. Like,
okay. Or not.
No, it's okay. Yes, you guys all have seen her on here before.
Yeah, happy birthday, Evie, coming up the 28th. Happy birthday. So what do you have? So everybody welcome in. Yesterday, I believe officially it was spring, correct? Was it yesterday?
I think so.
Yes.
Yep. So much nicer weather. I was out today doing a little walking in the parking lot next door at Walmart. So yeah, it was beautiful weather right now. So I'm enjoying it before I get hot weather coming up in May. So yeah, it gets really hot here in Las Vegas. So I'm enjoying the spring weather and it's beautiful. Except my allergies are going to go crazy in a few days. We're expecting a lot of crazy stuff going to be blooming. So that's what I forgot to get. I forgot to get allergy medicine. Darn it. Okay.
Yeah, Mucinex works wonders too. Mucinex.
Yeah, I know, but the problem is I'm already home, Brian. I'm not going to go out to go get it, so I'll have to wait. I might have something, but I don't know where. But anyway. Okay, Brian, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I just wanted to do a couple more shout outs. We got Preliminal. We got my mother is in the chat. Hey,
Yay.
Mom.
Welcome, everyone. Rich Fastanic's there, too.
So can I talk about the 3 Mandelas that I saw on someone else's channel that I feel like I have to discuss tonight?
Yes, please do, Brian.
Okay. So there's a Mandela effect supposedly with Batman, The Dark Knight Rises, and Ratatouille. Have you guys seen either of these movies? Can you guys hear me?
I can, but I can't respond to you. I just messaged you in the chat. Private chat, messenger.
Brian, I've seen him.
So there's this weird scene in Ratatouille, and the movie's supposedly rated G. Okay? However, there's a scene where someone gets shot, like where the mouse is crawling, or the rat rather, crawling through the ceiling, and there's 2 holes in the ceiling where he can peek down, and someone gets shot. I can play that scene real quick. Supposedly that no one seems to remember this scene, but it's there. So yeah, let me just share my screen real quick, and you can see.
Brian, be careful. You don't want to get a strike.
It's only a short clip.
Okay, but be careful.
Oh, hang on. Whoa. Give me 1 second. I'll get it back.
Okay, no problem. There we go.
So here's the scene.
There we go.
From Ratatouille. Looks like someone gets shot here. And they blow a hole through the ceiling. Does anybody remember that?
No, Brian, I don't.
It's only 8 seconds. Let me play it one more time.
Okay.
So he's peeking through. Okay. So I want to know from anyone in the chat, have you seen this movie and do you remember that part at all? Anyone?
Brian, Karen said she doesn't remember it.
Okay.
Brian,
That makes 2 of us.
Preliminal says I haven't seen that. Karen Maloney says I don't. Does anyone else remember the scene? She said I seen the movie but don't remember that scene.
Okay.
Anyone else? Your mom says it's a no for her. I don't remember it, and I've seen the movie before. Preliminal said he hasn't seen it. Anybody else? Edward Von Keen, what do you remember?
Hey,
Adam for Christ.
Yeah, it's a little bit violent to be in a G-rated movie.
Yeah,
you know?
that doesn't make sense though, Brian. It doesn't seem like it should be there. Like it don't belong, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I agree, Edward. I agree with you. Yeah. And wait. What is this movie rated? Can you check, Brian? I'm curious to know. What is this movie rated?
The movie is rated G.
Rated G?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something wrong there. Yeah, no. Because even if that one little scene, that would make a difference of them changing it to like PG or something, you know? Yeah, it's a good movie, Preliminal. It's really cute. Right? The mouse helps teach him how to cook, and you know what I mean?
He helps teach the man how to cook.
Yeah. Really good movie. It's cute.
Adam for Christ says, I don't remember that scene either.
I agree with you, Adam for Christ.
There's another movie, Batman: The Dark Knight Rises. Does anybody remember Bane? Does he knit or does he not knit? Tell me.
No.
Does anyone remember him actually knitting the whole time during the movie?
Nope.
I mean, like in various parts.
Mm.
I'm going to show you a short video clip where you can see him knitting clearly.
I'm going to see this, Brian. Let me see.
Okay, it's just a short clip.
Okay.
Again, you can see him knitting all throughout these movies. I mean, throughout the movie.
So I want to know is what's he making?
Look at that. And it's supposed to be a takeoff on A Tale of Two Cities.
Oh, my God.
That's why they show him knitting.
Brian, what is he making?
I don't know, but that's the man's excuse. As Sandy coined the term.
What's the man's excuse?
The excuse that the Mandela effect gives us.
Yeah, I know, but what is the excuse? I want to know what the excuse is. What is it giving us?
Let me see. I don't know. I honestly don't know. And hold on, let me look it up. I want to show you guys a picture so you know what I'm talking about. The movie, Batman: Dark Knight Rises.
Okay.
It's such an epic film. If you haven't seen it, like you probably need to watch it.
Brian?
Yeah.
Not to get kind of, I don't know how I'm going to word this. Didn't this movie have something to do with some violence that happened in a movie theater when it first came out? Do you remember that? The violence? Yeah.
Possibly, maybe. I don't know.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
Right. I think what you're referring to, it might be a movie about the Joker.
It was when some guy went into a movie theater and started shooting up people while they were watching this movie. If you remember that correctly, it had just come out.
I don't remember that.
Oh yeah, you need to look that up. You need to look that up. Yes, it was. Yes.
The Dark Knight Rises.
Yes, there's a difference.
The Dark Knight.
It was the Dark Knight.
Was it the Dark Knight or Dark Knight Rises? There was one of those where there was some violence that was taking place in the movie theater, and I don't know which movie it was. It was one of them.
I might have been the Dark Knight because I think that one featured the Joker.
Yeah, the Joker.
That's the one that has Heath Ledger.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. My bad. I wasn't sure, Brian. That's why I asked you.
No, it's cool. So,
yeah.
Let's see. So there's one other Mandela effect, and I asked you about this, Teresa, but I didn't ask Sandy. Sandy,
Yeah.
are you busy still working the rest of the liquor for us tonight, or?
But ask her and see if she can answer your question.
I don't know if
Okay,
we're
so
going to answer that.
do you remember this guy Fieri?
Mm-hmm.
You remember him with a visor or without a visor? Did he ever wear a visor to you?
I didn't know who he was until he was a character in my bingo game. I don't watch reality TV. I think it is a disgrace and destroys good programming on television. So I refuse to watch reality television because then all the shows that I enjoy get canceled because reality TV is cheap to produce. So I boycotted reality TV.
She spoke the truth.
Yeah.
Well,
some people remember him with the visor, but apparently now he never wears one.
I remember it, Brian.
You remember it?
100%, yeah.
That's a joke.
Yep, 100%.
You remember him wearing a visor?
No.
Really?
That's a joke.
Oh, it is a joke, huh?
That's so that they can have guy hair. It wouldn't be a hat without the hair. But
yeah, that's what it was. That's why I remember it, as the visor was down there and the hair was sticking up, and they even had people making fun of it, and they would actually wear it, and the people's own hair would be underneath the fake looking hair. Oh yeah, people wore this just for fun. If you look up costumes, Brian, see if you can find some residue. Look under Guy Fieri costumes. I bet you there's some residue. Just Google it. Trust me. Yeah, I was going to look for it later, but go ahead. Google Guy Fieri costumes. I guarantee you're going to find one with the fake hair and the hat. Just watch. It'll be residue. Can you Google it, Brian?
I'm looking. You can also get a Guy Fieri mask if you want.
Yeah, but yeah, you're going to see it. Just watch. It's got to be there somewhere. Tell me if you see anything. Or you can put Guy Fieri visor costume or something. I would do it, but I don't want to get kicked out. You hear me?
I got you. I'm trying it now. Are you on your laptop?
No, I'm on the phone doing this. I didn't have time to set up my computer. I figured I would take a chance. I'm doing okay now. I'm not kicked out.
I did check my bingo game. He does not have a visor in the game. That's the only place I know him from.
Okay. Right. Oh, see, there you go. Do you see anything that says Guy Fieri? Fieri? There you go, right there. Right there. See?
Guy Fieri costume.
Bingo, I told you. I told you. There you go. See it?
If it was Guy Fieri, here's one. Look at this.
the
Yep.
flame hat.
How to be Guy Fieri for Halloween?
Exactly, Brian. Good find, huh?
Look
I
at
told
that.
you,
Did you
Brian.
see
Good
the
find.
flame visor?
Yeah. It
Like,
shows the visor
it's-
right there.
No, I'm saying, did you see the flame visor? It's called the Guy Fieri inspired flame visor.
Yeah,
He's
he
got
liked
the
wearing
hair.
flames. That's what it
There
was,
it is, right
Sandy.
there. See the flames?
He wore
with his
flames.
haircut?
Yeah,
Is that him?
yeah. No, go to the left.
No,
No,
that's
go
not
to the
him.
left there. Yeah, see the flames? Keep going. Go to the top. Right there. Go to
Hey,
the top.
Teresa? Wait,
Huh?
guys. Okay, so I have a picture of a guy who's not
Mhm.
Guy Fieri, but everybody thought it was Guy Fieri. You want to see? He's
Thank
wearing a
you.
visor.
Now I get it.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that.
You saw it?
Wait, send me that one.
It's right there in front of you. It's right there in front of you.
That one, Guy
Yes,
Fieri
that
visor.
one.
They thought it was
Let me
him.
see.
That's not him.
He looks a lot like him though. That's crazy.
See?
He never.
Brian, I told you there was residue for this. I told you.
Yeah. Do you guys see?
I remember him wearing the visor.
Look at that. Spiked hair
Mhm.
visor.
There you go. See? And they're saying it never existed. Then what's all this residue? Right?
Guy Fieri visor.
Now, I did find him with a bandana.
Hey, Captain Kirk. Guys, Captain Kirk's in the house.
Hey, Captain Kirk.
Hi, Price. Aloha. Oh, Price, not Aloha. Hi, Price. We have somebody named Price in here. Welcome, Price.
Anyway, are we ready to start the flicker now, Sandy?
Let's see if
I'm
Sandy's
sending you
ready.
something. I did find Guy
Did-
Fieri with the bandana. It's not a visor, but it's
Ah.
I just sent it to
Send
you,
it,
Brian.
Sandy. Let me
Hey,
see.
Scrappy Dappy.
Scrappy Dappy Doo. Where are you? Yay. He said, hey, guys and gals, finally caught a live stream. Welcome.
Also a sport thing.
We have somebody by the name of, excuse me? Brian,
Yeah.
I'm going to go tase somebody like right now.
Okay.
I'm going to do it.
Don't worry, I did it.
Do you see it?
Yeah, I saw that comment. I got it. Don't worry.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Would you do 200 seconds or?
5 minutes. 5 minute timeout.
Oh, God.
Guys, please save any negative comments to yourselves if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
please keep them to yourself because you're going to get tased. I can pull a fizzy.
We're trying to have a great show here.
Yeah, I don't need any negative comments because for some reason you don't like me because we can tase you. Yeah, I don't appreciate it.
Can I I did find you some residue, Sandy, for counting blue cars.
We didn't get there yet, Brian. You have a whole folder to do. No one knows that yet.
Okay. Can I go ahead and share the folder now?
Sure.
Any folder?
Sure.
Awesome. Which one should I begin with?
Well, since you mentioned that one, you might as well start there.
Am I still presenting?
Nope.
Okay. Yeah, we'll start with Dishwalla. Does anybody remember this song from, what is it, from the 90s, I guess? Dishwalla? Counting Blue Cars?
Yes, 100%. It was like 1996 or 95.
All right, well, in the song, in the very beginning, let me go ahead and present my screen. And I want to see some answers, guys, before we continue on to the next slide. So, Dishwalla, Counting Blue Cars. If you like, I can hum it for you. I can sing it. I guess I'll sing it.
Yeah, you can sing it, Brian. Go ahead.
Must have been
Blank.
Afternoon. I could tell by how far the child's shadow stretched out. Anyone remember that song?
Yeah, Eddie Van
It was
Halen
that
already
song.
an
It was
answer
like,
in the chat.
tell me all your thoughts on God. You know that one?
Uh-huh.
I'm on my way to see her.
Eddie Van Halen says late.
Okay.
This
Let's
is the
see.
very first sentence of the song, guys. The very first
Yes.
sentence.
Very first sentence. Scrappy says he likes you, Teresa.
It's okay, Karen. Teresa doesn't know the song either.
We got one vote so far. Again, keep in mind, you don't have to pick whatever one person says. Put what you remember in the chat.
Apparently, only one person, Eddie Van Keen, knows the song. Now, here's the thing. Rich Vasanik says, I never listened much to Dishwalla, but I actually recorded in one of the member of the band's recording studio. That's cool. But here's the thing. Dishwalla is like a one-hit wonder. This would really be the only song people would probably know.
If you guys like 90s alternative, then this was the song back then. This was one of the songs that is legendary from the 90s. All right, so we're going to give you guys a clue now. Is it mid-afternoon or late afternoon? What do you remember? Or what would you pick out of the two?
The only one who knows is Eddie Van Keen, and he said late afternoon.
Okay, he is solid on that one, right, Edward? Are you solid on that one? On your memory, is it an anchor memory for you?
It is for me.
I don't know the song, just a guess. LOL. I guess not many people have heard this one, Sandy.
I'm sorry, guys.
Okay,
Wait a minute. Eddie, why
What?
did you guess late over mid or early? Why did you choose late as a guess?
Oh,
I'm curious why you chose late.
that's interesting.
Yes, that's why I'm curious.
Wonderful. That's a good one.
You get what I'm getting at, right, Teresa? You know what I'm getting at.
Yes, yes.
Uh-huh.
all right. So I did manage to find residue for Sandy's, but I wanted to play the original so you guys can hear it.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll mute so you can play it.
Okay, let me see if
Yeah,
the
let me mute myself. Sorry, I'm gonna mute myself.
You're too far, Brian.
have to catch it just right. Did you guys hear that?
Yes, I can hear that clear as day. Mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon. And now listen to the residue. I found some residue for you, Sandy.
Thank you.
Good band. Back it up a little bit. Clearly, he says late.
Oh, wait,
So-
what's the next sentence? Because that's super important. Because later in the song, they do sing late. Perfect. Thank you.
Did you hear that? The child.
I
shadow
did.
stretched
I
out?
heard the song. See, we're going to get to a slide in my presentation, and this is why I was asking Eddie Van Heen, because the sentence doesn't make sense now. Brian, can you get back to the presentation? That's an awesome residue. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
My cat's I'm going to mute. You read the next slide.
Okay. So the memory here, I clearly remember late afternoon, and Sandy presented this to me. She remembers late afternoon too, and now it's mid-afternoon. So, Dishwalla counting blue cars. Tell me your thoughts on God. Must have been mid-afternoon. Right there in the very first part. This is not residue first, guys. This is what it actually is in the lyrics. And Sandy's here saying it was late after. Sandy, would you like to read this actually?
Yeah, he's done making noise. It was late through the whole song in my past. Now the first verse is mid-afternoon, and the second verse is late afternoon. Like there's a progression, but there isn't a progression in the song. And like I was asking Eddie, if you go to the next slide, I wrote, it doesn't make any sense because he could tell by how far the child's shadows stretch. Mid-afternoon, your shadow wouldn't be stretched out. That would be late afternoon. So this makes no sense now. It was always late afternoon. And I'm freaking out. I've never heard mid-afternoon in a song. It's always late afternoon. He repeats it in the second verse. This is so messed up for me. Sorry.
Yeah, residue here. Lyrics.
It's all the residue of lyrics. I mean, what else can I do, you know? But there's so, like, a lot of these, like the top one on the left.
Mm-hmm.
You see the top? Oh, the previous slide. I'm on a delay. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
It's like English and Spanish or English and German. I have like comparative in another language, and they're all saying late in both languages. Happy birthday, Tammy Grant.
Oh, we got another birthday?
We do in the chat. 60 years old today.
Happy birthday.
I said happy birthday. Do you see that? I typed it in there. See me?
I do see it, Teresa. Yes.
Okay. I'm keeping an eye on the chat in case somebody else comes back.
Thank you. Because it's also hard for me to look at the chat and what I'm reading.
Top worst 5 songs of 1990.
I'm definitely keeping an eye on the chat now.
Must have been late afternoon. I could tell by how far the child's shadow stretched out. Wow. So here's in the actual music, it actually says late afternoon in the beginning.
Yeah. Those are guitar chords. Yep.
Wow. That's good residue right there.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a 20.
All right, let me pick one.
Febreze in the chat. Yes, it's always been Febreze.
Febreze.
We all remember Febreze, I think. If not all, most.
Is it Febreze or Febreze for you?
Febreze.
So it's always been Febreze, not Febreze.
Febreze.
Spanish now.
The Spanish too.
Okay,
Febreze.
now
Febreze.
Okay. Teresa, this next one is yours. This is kind of a quick one. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go ahead.
No,
I'm ready.
Hey, Teresa, no pun intended here, okay?
Yeah, but wait. If you have any children, I was going to say, please put them away. Make sure they're not in the room. Any children under what age?
I would say under any child, anyone under 18.
Here.
Yeah, this is a little kind of adult.
What is this book expressing love called? in a
Yeah.
certain culture. Yeah.
What's the blind? We can't even say it because it changes the sound when you write it.
What do you
But while
remember?
Teresa, don't tell me you remember yet. That's on the next slide. Just wait.
Okay,
We'll
we
lead
need
them
we need to
on.
get some votes. Guys, please vote in the chat what you remember.
Yeah.
And while they're doing that, Joanne
Jack-
Herring says,
Oh my
there's a
God! Somebody else
case to-
remember?
Teresa, while they're
Right.
answering, 'cause we do not want to influence their answers. Joanne
Okay, we're not going to
Herring
influence.
asks, "This land is your land." You know that song, "This land is your land, this land is my land."
Yeah,
From California to the New York what?
to New York Island.
To the New York Island.
Island? You
Okay.
remember Island?
I remember islands with an S, and that's the thing.
So do I.
I don't know what it is now,
Now.
but everybody's split.
You remember
guys
Island?
are split. In the chat, they're
I remember
split.
Island.
So,
What-
Joanne, what is it now?
Yeah, what is it now? Yeah. You want to, I'm curious myself what it is.
See, because here's the thing. I've always thought it was islands because it was Manhattan and the islands of Liberty and Ellis.
Yeah.
But then New Jersey was saying it was their islands.
Oh,
So,
that's
islands. It is island now.
New
No S,
Freedom
Teresa.
says New York Islands.
Teresa, it's island now. There's no S. It's changed for us.
No, it was islands for me.
I
Oh,
don't
that's
know.
a good one.
I remember Island, but
Did
that's
you
just
find
me.
that, Joanne?
Joanne, did you find that one? I can look for residue later, Sandy.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to put that one together in a graphic because that's a
And
good
show
one.
it where. Show it where.
Yeah. Okay. So while she's answering if she found it or not, in the chat, Jeff Zanzibar remembers karma with an R. Honest Hunter Biden, I'm going to go with comma for him. Eddie
Okay.
Fontaine, comma. Get You Some says karma with an R. Rich Fasanic, karma with an R.
Ooh.
Preliminal says comma.
Oh
no
my
R.
God.
Karen, comma, no R. Let's
Wow.
see. We also have, is that it?
That it,
That's it for
everyone?
the commas and karmas.
It's split, Sandy. See?
Okay, so what is it now?
It's comma. Kamma.
No, MA. Just one M.
MA. And that's not what I remember. What do you remember, Brian?
I'm 100% Kama Sutra.
Ken Roman remembers Karma Sutra.
I remember Kama without the R, but that's not. I see so many people in the chat that
Not
are
with you on
saying
that one.
Karma.
Remember it. I remember what like Ken Roman said just now said. I remember Karma Sutra. That's what I remember, Karma Sutra. And guess what? There is residue to show it
We're
too.
not there
on
yet. We're not
Oh.
there yet, Teresa. First, but what I really don't remember is this title. The Kama Sutra of Vatsyayana. Does anyone remember of Vatsyayana?
It could be a chick.
No, it was always just.
I'm just saying, I don't remember that in the title.
No, neither do I. No.
That's in the title.
No, I don't remember that. That's weird.
All right,
So,
so
guys, in the
let's
chat,
put-
yes or no? Do you remember that title of
No.
Vatsyayana?
No, that's no. Honest Hunter Herso Biden says I studied this in college. That must have been fun. Yeah, Ken, it's a sex book. Uh-huh.
What
Ken
is,
says,
what is up with 311?
Wait,
Oh.
Brian, we're not done yet. I'm still trying to get answers. And you
Oh,
showed
I'm sorry.
Jesus residue.
Sorry.
we gotta get to the karma first.
Okay, let's
Yeah,
get to
we
the
did
karma.
residue, and I'm still trying to find out if people remember that title with the
Yeah.
Vatsyayana. And I'm also waiting on Joanne if she's the one who found that Mandela effect.
Joanne?
remembers karma as well.
Yeah. Cool.
So does Heather.
Wow. It's nice to know I'm not alone, Sandy.
Hey,
Oh,
Honest
you did.
High remembers
Yes,
of
Sandy, she said she
Vatsyayana.
found it.
She found it? Thank you,
Yeah.
Joanne. I will
Hey,
definitely credit you.
Sharky Hangouts in the group, guys. Sharky.
Hey, Sharkana.
Look what he remembers.
Okay, well, I'm looking for the question so I can screenshot her name.
All right.
That was such a good one.
I know. It's crazy.
Here we go.
You said
All right,
it's
Brian,
just
do you
getting
want to pull up the residue that Teresa has for karma that she sent you?
my karma.
Oh, is there residue for that? Did she send it to me?
Yes, I
She sent
did.
it to you. Yeah, you have to scroll up in Messenger. It's right above
Okay.
the stuff I sent you.
Yeah. It's her, Brian, I promise. Oh, last Flyboy's in the group, guys. Say hello.
Okay, so Adam for Christ, Jeff Zanzibar. They do not remember of Vatsyayana.
Yon yon.
Title. The question Sharkana was, do you remember Kama or Karma Sutra? And do you remember the official title being the blank sutra of Vatsyayana?
Yeah.
I don't remember the of Vatsyayana.
What do you remember, Sharky? Do you remember Karma Sutra or do you remember Kama Sutra without the R?
Wow, this is like tongue twister.
Sharky said he remembers Karma too. Sandy?
No, he's asking karma, question mark. Oh,
Oh.
yes, now he says, I recall karma, you're right.
Yeah, and guess what it is now, Sharkaton? Now it's Kama. And I accidentally found that the other day. I was like, no, that's wrong. I knew it looked off.
This is the residue that Teresa found. Now, like I said, I remember Kama Sutra, but I could see other people remembering Karma Sutra.
Look, Brian, look.
Hi, there's Flyboy.
Karma Sutra.
It's very possible it could have been a silent R. You know what I mean? Very possible.
Yeah, but now it's spelled Kama, I believe, when you look it up. See, look.
It's not a silent R, it's just an R that's not there.
Yeah.
Look at that. This is weird. The title says The Karma Sutra.
Yeah.
But right at the bottom it says The Kama Sutra is an ancient.
There you go. Through this Mandela. 2 different ways. You see it?
Yep.
Well, in the chat, they are saying that the meaning of the word kama is love, desire, pleasure. Karma means destiny or fate.
Yeah, but it's even showing that as Karma Sutra. Look, they're showing the karma effect. See?
Wow.
That's what he said. No, that's what we said. Put your kids away or to bed. Don't put them away. You know what I meant? Put them to bed.
Okay.
And you know, all of these are residue of the title without of Vatsyayana.
Sharky goes, I'm not an expert on this.
I like
That's me. A lot of us are.
Comma, chameleon.
We come and go. Hi, Brian.
Hey, Chris.
That's funny. So yeah, that one really kind of freaked me out a little bit, guys. I had to thank you, Sandy, for doing the graphics. Appreciate it.
No problem. I just wish the residue would translate it over between Android and iPhone.
I'm sorry.
It wasn't
Yeah,
your
I have
fault.
an Android anyway, guys. I don't do iPhones. I love my Android.
Me as well.
Apple should be saying I'm sorry.
Yeah, so you're either an Android or you're an iPhone. And my boss / friend happens to be iPhone, and I'm like, I'm not converting.
Oh, Brian, I thought you were doing 311 next.
Well, can we do this one next?
We
Yeah.
can. It's the longest one. Okay.
That's fine.
Oh, yeah, don't do this one.
Okay, guys. This may seem stupid to you, but please
Oh,
just
you do
humor
that
me
one?
and answer this question. How many suits of cards do you remember? How many suits are there in a deck of cards? It may
That's
seem
easy.
like redundant. You'd think it would be. Yeah, go ahead, Brian. How many do you remember?
I remember 4.
4.
Teresa?
Heart,
4 here. All right, well,
spades, clubs, and diamonds, right?
Clubs, hearts. Wait, clubs, hearts, diamonds, and spades.
Hearts, diamonds, spades. And then you got your jokers, which is not
I'm
really
not
a
counting Joker.
suit. It's
Jokers are
joker.
just there for prettiness.
Yeah, okay. Wait to say this now, guys.
So
Sandy, you get
Eddie
ready to
Von
free.
Keen says there's 4. Joanne Herring. Brian, don't go yet. Don't go yet, Brian. You went.
Oh,
My
I'm
God.
sorry. Let me back up.
I'm trying to read the chat, Brian. Eddie Von Keen is 4. Joanne Herring is 4. Jeff Zanzibar is 4. Everybody's saying 4. 5 have used jokers, not counting the jokers. I'm not counting them at all. 52 in a deck. 4 main suits and 2 jokers make 5. Nope. That's not what I'm getting at. All right, now we can move on because everybody's stuck on the jokers, and that's not what we're going with. Clubs and clovers are the same, Shardigan.
Well, we talked about Batman. Now we got to talk about the Joker, right?
Yeah, but it's not the Joker we're talking about. Unofficially, there are many novelty suits that have been used in decks for theming or specially ordered decks, but officially, next. There was once 5 suits. I've never heard of this. In America, it was eagles. And in the UK, it was crowns. And then there was also the hourglass or rook. I don't know where that's from. But there was a 5th suit, and I've never heard of this.
No way.
It was green eagles and blue crowns. But I also found some green crowns, which we'll see in a little bit. So in my past, obviously, there was only 4 suits, just like you guys. I've never heard of this. I've never seen this. Go on, Brian. There's more. There's so much more. So here's the eagle deck of the suit, whatever, blah, blah, blah. So Walter Marseille, a Viennese psychologist, thought the idea of a 5-suit bridge deck would make the game more complex. So he took the 52 standard deck up to 64 using an eagle suit. There was once the 5th playing card suit. I've never heard of this. Anyone hear of this? But it gets crazier. So there's also the 6-suit playing card, and you can buy these right now with both the eagles and the blue crowns.
Wow.
In the UK, you'd find a crown suit instead, and a 6-suit deck using both are still available for purchase today, though they are not common.
Good luck playing War.
Yeah, no, seriously. But wait, it's not done. I'm not done. There's so much here. This thing is big. Everything with it is. So the 5-6 suit bridge decks were all the rage in the 1930s. But by 1940, they were no longer mass produced. But the thing is, actually, it might be the next slide. So if you want to look at these, you'll see there's also a green crown, even though they've only said blue crown. While I'm waiting for it to get, Brian, there's a delay. Okay. While this may just be a case of info we didn't know, I think this may be a Mandela effect. A change in our history because I've seen plenty of vintage games, cards, dice, etc. through the years, but I've never heard of these or seen these before. And apparently you guys haven't either, so you can even buy a star deck 5-suited playing cards like they have.
I want
these
one
for
of
sale
those,
now.
actually. That sounds cool.
So, now here's where it gets really crazy. I did not realize that we were playing the French deck and that Italian, Spanish, Swiss German, and German decks are out there with completely different symbology. Did you guys?
No.
Anyone? Does anyone know that in Italy they're using cups, coins, clubs, and swords instead of hearts, diamonds, clovers, and spades? Which in French it's tiles and pikes and clovers. But
I thought we were all
anyone?
using the same deck.
I thought we were all using the same deck too, but apparently not. Other countries have alternate decks, and here's some pictures of them. They kind of remind me, some of them, of tarot cards.
Yeah, they do look like tarot cards right there.
But they're playing cards. The suits we all know are the French version, but the Italian, German, Swiss German, and Spanish all use different symbology and everything I just said. I've never heard of this, have you? No, but you would think this would be something neat to sell in like Epcot in the countries. Like when you go to Italy, they have the Italian card decks. This is something that they would probably sell, and I've never seen them there either. Okay, so I found another possible Mandela effect about playing cards this week. Some of you may think there's two Emmys here, but for me it's just one. So this one's simpler than the last. Brian, there's a question here on the next slide. Don't go past it till I say, okay? So this one says, this may be new to you, but it's not for me. Poker bridge card decks can come in 4 color suits instead of 2. So the 2 is red and black. The question is, next slide, Brian. If you know of the 4 color suit decks, what are the 4 colors? Stay here, Brian. Guys, what are the 4 colors in a 4 color suit deck for bridge and poker? Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I'm just used to the standard deck.
The only place I've seen him is... Okay, that's really weird. Okay. So Honest Hunter Obadi says red, blue, black, and yellow. That's strange. If you don't know, it's okay. Man, I had hiccups. I hate this. Anyone else know about the 4 color decks? Just 2 for me, red and black. That's why I said it might be a Mandela effect for you guys that there are decks out there with 4 colors.
Sandy. Red and black.
Sorry, just red and black for you.
Yes,
See,
ma'am.
I guess with bridge, there's like couples across from each other, so each person could be a different color. That's why they were designed that way. But so you probably wouldn't see this unless you were in a casino or playing bridge or pinochle, maybe.
Teresa,
Okay.
you live near casinos, right?
Preliminal.
Yes, I do, but I don't go to the strip. I stay away. It's too addicting. So yeah, I don't go gambling. I haven't gambled in over a year.
Interestingly, Preliminal just said, I don't know, and then said blue, red, black, and green. Okay, they have no idea. I'm going to tell you, in my past, you can go on, Brian. It's always been blue, red, black, and green for me. This is what the 4 color deck looks like. It may be a Mandela for you. Like I said, it's not for me. I've known about these decks. Always red, black, green, and brown. Eddie, where are you coming up with brown? Brown. I did not find any brown cards online.
It looks very colorful, kind of like a Uno deck.
Well, here's the problem. There's also now yellow, and there's now also a 5 color deck with blue, red, yellow, green, and black. So there's a 5th suit here too.
Wow.
I'm sorry, there were not 5 suits in my past. It's bothering me. It's bothering me so much. So much. And they're using stars instead of the crown or the eagle. There was never a yellow card. It was always red, blue, green, and black for me. I've never seen a yellow card. And I've never seen 5 suit cards. So this whole thing is blowing my mind. And now there's 6 suits. And now there's 8 suits, actually. But they're not official. Unofficially, you can find 8 suit decks, 10 suit decks, but they're novelty cards. But officially, like cards that are official, like if there was a bridge tournament, they'd use a 5 suit deck, and it's blowing my mind. It's blowing I can't. I'm so upset by this.
I understand, Sandy. So the next
Eshwa
one we
says
have.
yes, red, blue, green, and black. Yeah, there was
I'm with
never
you. I
yellow.
remember just red and black. Seriously.
I believe you. I honestly have no idea. I was wondering that myself, and I tried finding it and couldn't. I thought maybe Prince or Princess. I have no idea. All right, guys. Maybe I'm wrong on this, but this doesn't match my memory. The 311 logo. What do you remember? Top or bottom? Which one? Do you remember 311 or 31111? Top or bottom?
I like how you do that, Sandy.
Thanks, Brian. It makes me feel better to see it the way I remember it.
Anyone?
Yeah, we have top from me from Chris McDonald, top from Jeff Zanzibar. What is 311? It is a band. They've been playing together since, I believe, 19.
What songs are they
mess this
famous
up.
for? What songs are they famous for?
Beautiful
Sandy?
Disaster, Transistor. I haven't listened to them in years. Oh my gosh.
You say they were
Why
90s or
I'm blank.
2000s?
Huh? 90s.
What?
More not. They're still playing now, but I listened to them in the 90s.
All right. Because there's a lot of band logos that have changed for me.
Wait, Brian. Dale Hess says, "Good night, everyone. Thanks. Always something new here. Thank you for being here. We appreciate it."
Thank you for
Good
coming,
night.
Dale. And guys in the chat, don't forget to check out Sandy's new channel, or Sandy's channel, rather. She's streaming now. What nights do you stream, Sandy?
Randomly. I'm on 4 shows, so 3 to 4 shows a
Well,
week. So it's whenever I can get a free time to stream. I'm going to try to do it weekly, though.
okay.
You got to turn the notifications on. That's all I can tell you.
But go ahead and subscribe our channel. Sandy, could you post it in the chat?
Yes, I will. All Mixed Up. That was their main hit. All Mixed Up. I am going to my channel. Give me a moment.
So, Teresa, you want to read that for Sandy?
Yeah, I will. Maybe I'm remembering it wrong, but that logo says 31111, not 311, and I just don't remember that at all. You can point it out from what she's talking about. Those little lines, see them? Yeah, do you see them right there? Crazy. Yeah, it looks weird. Okay. There isn't much residue, but I did find a couple. What I find interesting is this article explaining the logo design, which completely ignores the dashes.
So, Brian, if you can zoom in on the top, I'll read it. Or you can read it. I don't know who can see it better.
Can we read it?
If you can read it, go for it, Teresa.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
The history of 311 can be traced back to 1988, while their first independent release was the Downstairs EP 1989. As of late 2020, the band has released 13 studio albums. Although the band has a very long history, it has stayed consistent in the visual brand identity. The centerpiece of the 311 logo is a combination of 3, 1, and 1. The numbers seem to have been written by hand as their sizes vary and their shape seems pretty casual. And yet it was written by a skillful hand of an artist who made the emblem look stylish and dynamic. If this logo could
That's it,
speak,
Teresa.
okay.
I was gonna say,
I
that's
gotta
all we
go
need to
fix
say.
my phone, guys. It's getting hot.
Oh wait, I'm sorry. You do need to read the next paragraph. I'm so sorry.
Ugh.
Sorry.
I'll
Please
read it.
the
I'll read
next
it.
paragraph.
Guys,
Okay.
my phone is giving me a warning.
Uh-oh. You want to go take a break, go and chat, then come back when it cools down?
Yeah, how do I just come out and come back in, or what do I do?
Or why don't you switch to the laptop?
Okay. All right, I'll get my laptop on. Okay.
All right. We'll see you in a few.
Okay. Okay. Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye. All right, Brian. Yes, please read the last paragraph. It's just showing that they don't mention these dashes at all. They pretend they're not even there. Go on, Brian.
If this logo could speak, it would say free, independent, and moving ahead. The glyphs do not want to obey the rules of calligraphy. Neither their tops nor their lower parts form an even line. The connection between the three and the first one has nothing to do with calligraphy, too. And yet the design looks professional due to the elegant variation of the widths of the strokes and the very shape of the glyphs. They have their inner dynamics and direct your gaze in a certain way. So they don't talk about those two dashes there in the bottom, or the 11.
Well, no, that's why I wanted to mention, unless that's what they mean by glyphs. But I wouldn't consider that a glyph. I don't know.
That is weird.
They weren't there, but wait, there is a man'scuse. So here's the man'scuse. Teresa found this man'scuse. Someone on Reddit 2 years ago wrote 2 dashes. This is probably a really dumb question. What are the 2 dash thingies at the bottom right of the band's logo? I assume it has to do with something with the indecent exposure charge, but I'm not sure. And further down, the excuse is given. It's just a stylistic pause for art and balance sake. Well, I removed the pause and it doesn't change the artwork at all, in my opinion. It looks better, in my opinion. The logo is a very cliche 90s graffiti tag style, which I've never seen. And we're like the home of graffiti, Philadelphia. I've never seen this graffiti tag style that they're talking about. And those 2 lines are very common, news to me. As was mentioned, it's just a stylistic addition with no known significance, at least to my knowledge. And then the last part, the original poster said, been my favorite band since 95 and never questioned it until today. So they didn't even notice it. Thought they were periods, not dashes. I mean, they're obviously not periods. They're long. They look like another 11. So here's their new logo on the top right. It looks like another 11. What's your excuse now? I just can't. They were not there for me. And here's the residue. Now some of it's reaching. The best residue is the big one on the bottom left.
Yeah, that big one on the bottom left.
Logo. Yeah, that's the best residue. But none of these have that dash next to it.
Yeah, that's a good residue right there.
It's not a shadow. If it were a shadow, it would be behind the ones in the new logo, and it's not. It's next to it. I don't ever remember seeing them. I worked in a coffee house called Flashbacks, and they sold like T-shirts and posters. I saw this stuff every day. I'd never seen those dashes before.
Let's see. What about Argentina? What's going on with Argentina?
All right. Well, a lot of people we were very split on this. A lot of people said they've always known this. I've never known this. So if you want to pull it up, I'll explain.
Hey, we just got running foxes in the chat, Sandy.
Hey, Running Fox. Happy spring. Yeah, we were talking about the band 311, their logo. All right, guys, when you think of Argentina, located in South America, what is the predominant weather you think of there? Do you think of cold weather or warm weather? And like I think I say it in the next slide that I understand there's seasons there, just like here. They would be about equivalent to Ontario, maybe a little bit further north, maybe Newfoundland.
Are you talking about
on the
for this
other
time of the? Are you talking about for this time of the year?
No, I'm just saying when you think of Argentina, like
I think of
most
Argentina as
images,
being kind of hot.
kind of hot. Yeah. Jeff Zanzibar says warm. Preliminal says warm. Welcome, Brian Johnson from upstate New York. You're fizzy. Except the very south part, Preliminal says. I'm with you, Scrappy. Fall is my favorite season, or autumn is my favorite season. Bah
Yeah,
humbug to the bugs.
So they're experiencing what? They're experiencing fall right now.
Yes, they would be experiencing fall right now. Yes.
Isn't that so weird? That is weird.
Yeah. Joanne Herring says warm, or hearing. I'm sorry. Am I pronouncing your name wrong? Is it hearing? Mostly cool, I'd say, says Les Flyboy.
Can I move it to the next slide, Sandy?
Yes, but I'm actually talking about like the valley between the mountains. We're going to get to that. Go to the next slide, Brian. And it's not so much the weather itself that I think is the strange part. I can't say for sure this is the Mandela effect. And I'm fully aware they have seasons, like I said I was going to say that. But I've always thought of Argentina as a warmer climate, similar to Florida or the Carolinas. Brian, next slide, so we can get into the issue. The issue is I don't remember Argentina having glaciers. Sure, they could have snow like we do. I don't remember glaciers in Argentina. They have a glacier national park.
Oh my God!
It's the El Perito Moreno Glacier. I've never heard of this glacier. I've never seen a glacier in Argentina before.
That's
So
interesting.
this is the Mandela effect. The fact that there's a glacier, not that it gets cold in Argentina, but that there's a glacier of this magnitude in Argentina. Like I said, it could just be a case of info I didn't know. There is an image, I believe, coming up of Argentina on the map. It is pretty far south. Like it is pretty close to Antarctica. It's going to come up. It's in the presentation. I mean, this glacier is huge.
What is this? What is it? What are we looking at here in the bottom photo?
Oh, that's the city near the glacier.
Oh Argentina. Wow, that's just so weird.
Yeah, but that could be a picture of the city in summer, you know. So
yeah, very possible.
These are just, yeah.
What is it? The Andes Mountains that are down there?
No, is it? Hold on, I'm gonna go to map.
You know the Himalaya. You got the Himalayas. You got the Himalayas in Europe. Isn't it the Andes Mountains?
Argentina glacier. Hold on for a minute. Puerto Marina. Okay, I'm going to Google Maps to get an image to show you the glacier.
I do know that they have one of the best soccer teams, by the way.
I'm going to get a close-up image, and then I'm going to get a far-away image to show people the glacier size. It's huge. And then I'm going to zoom out so you can see how far. You can see the white, like the tip of Antarctica. All right, Brian, do you want to share these images that I'm sending you of the map?
Sure.
So it is pretty far down there. I will say that. But again, I'm not denying they have snow and stuff. I just don't remember a glacier in the middle of the land. It's one thing to say there's snow-capped mountains. Another thing to say there's an actual glacier sitting there. Brian Johnson remembers a glacier that had a reputation for being fast moving.
And maybe this has to do with the we got a whole continental shift, that seems like it might have happened.
Well, that's also a possibility. I remember the Earth being much bigger, which would have placed it farther away from Antarctica. So
there's the map that Sandy sent. I don't know if you guys can make that out pretty good. But, you got
the next
Chile
image
over
is
here.
close up.
Chile and then Argentina. And am I right? Was it the Andes Mountains?
Oh, I still checked that. I'm sorry. The
Okay.
next image is a close up, Brian. There's 2 images there.
Okay. What is this next image?
Oh, you're going the wrong way. It should be below it. That's not it.
Okay.
There you go. There's the close up. No, I know. I didn't think it was the Andes because
What is it?
it's not the Andes. I didn't think it was the Andes. There's a lot of mountain ranges in Argentina. I got to put the name of the Morena Glacier. Oh, maybe it is. Oh, wait. Is it largest in Patagonia? Yeah, it is the Andes. That's the only one they
Yeah.
didn't list in the list. But then when I search it under the actual glacier, it comes up as Andes.
The Andes extend from north to south through 7 South American countries. It says Argentina is one of them. And I
think they were in
remember I had
Colombia.
I had to learn every single capital in Spanish class. I had to learn every capital of all these countries in South America.
You had a good Spanish teacher.
Well,
Mine
she
just
taught
focused on
it. She taught it.
vocabulary.
She taught it through music.
That's the best way to learn, in my opinion.
Yeah,
We
it
learned
is.
our multiplication tables in with music, and it sticks with you. But yeah, my Spanish teacher didn't teach vocabulary. That's what she focused on. I couldn't say a sentence if my life depended on it. Words, yeah, like could tell you what a shoe is. That's it. So I can't ask for a pair of shoes. All right, what do you want to do, Brian? What is taking Teresa so long?
She said she sent an image. If you look at her computer screen, I think her computer might have crashed.
Oh,
It happens
no.
to me all the time when I'm on the air. I got to be careful,
Yeah.
Sometimes my computer freaks out, like memory corruption or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was a good one. I've never heard about glaciers there. Let's see.
I don't know which ones you covered, so do
What
whatever you
about?
see there that's interesting.
Can we talk about Easter Island?
Sure, that one's part me, part curiouser. But I'll tell you who's is who's. If you're gonna do the logo and res folder, do that. Don't do that one last. I hate leaving them with just logos and residue at the end.
Okay, we'll
So
cover
that
that
one
one.
last. That's all I say. Okay.
Okay, no problem. You want to read that one, Sandy?
Sure. Years have passed since the first changes to the Easter Island statues were found, which include the red hats, the bodies, the multiple sizes that they come in now, and the things on their chest. Family
Yeah.
friendly. The things on their chest. So these have all been found in the Mandela effect community. And honestly, I think Curiousers was found before, but I'm not sure. But then Teresa found the hieroglyphs scratched into the stones, which we did not remember. These are all previous changes. Hey, Michael.
And it says here now, Curiouser has found a change with their eyes, and I have found a few more.
Yes.
That means you, Sandy. Whoa.
Yes.
With the eyes. Curiouser does
Now,
not look for them having white eyes at all.
now, a lot of these were painted in as a restoration, but they're saying that originally they had white eyes. And she does not remember ever seeing these like this. And I can't read it because you're zoomed in.
Sorry, I was looking at the
While
graph.
researching the eyes for Curiouser, I noticed a few changes too. You'll have to let me know if they're all new for you as well, or if they've been covered before, because I didn't have time to check. I literally put this one together right before the show. It's okay, Karen. We really appreciate you being here. Hey, Dead GPK.
Hey, Dead GPK.
Yes, they were excavated, Brian Johnson. That was found a few years ago. I don't remember any statues. Now, this could be a Photoshop. This is the only statue I found like this. So this could very well be a Photoshop. Again, I did not have time to research. But I don't ever remember seeing any with their mouth open. This could 100% be a Photoshop, though. So keep that in mind. But this is not a Photoshop. I don't remember any statues having full pictographs carved onto their backs.
No, me neither.
This is 100% not a Photoshop. They even painted some of the statues, I guess, restored the way they would have originally been seen.
I mean, what is that supposed to symbolize, anyways?
I'm sure there's answers for that online. I do not recall the arms. I don't recall arms. I remember their arms going straight down, and it was just like a trunk. I don't remember actual arms, or the hands holding themselves in the front, or them having a belly button. I don't remember any of those details. And you can literally see something in between the center. Do you see that? I don't remember that.
Yeah, me neither.
The
What is
a
that?
male appendage. It's the male appendage, Brian.
Wow.
And I do not remember that being on them. Now this is. I also don't remember statues being found underwater. They found statues under the ocean, and here you can clearly see on the right the hands in the front, the belly button, the male appendage. Do you see it on the right? The belly button and everything.
Yeah.
I don't remember this on the statues. I also don't remember. I didn't write this in the graphics, but I was looking at it when I was presenting this with Curiouser. I don't remember the shape of the jaw like that, where it's like a thin edge that thin edge of the chin and the jaw.
No, it was rounded.
It was more rounded. Yeah, I don't remember that. That's so weird. It almost looks like dog ears, like little flaps on the sides of the head too. Like the ears are new for me too. Everything. These statues have changed so much for me. So here's some ancient artworks. Notice a lot of them do not have arms. They are completely flat in the front. There's no detail. The top right image is in Recall Vector's video. He says this painting is 200 years old. No arms, no carving on the backs, no hands, no male appendages, just flat. This is what I remember when they excavated the bodies. No, John, just drawings. Just drawings. Everything else has all the new features. So here's more images of them finding the statue, the diagrams of the carvings and their meanings, the eyes. It's so bizarre. Yeah, they never had hats either. I covered that in the beginning. They were all covered a couple years ago now. The
Welcome
hats,
back, Teresa.
Welcome back, Teresa.
Hi.
Hi.
Ugh,
We hear you loud and clear.
my laptop was acting weird. I don't have no idea what all that tech stuff meant, but maybe Brian does.
It's okay. You're here now.
Yeah, I made it. It was weird. I don't know what the computer started working again, whatever it was, but I'm back. What's going on? What did I miss?
We just talked about the Moab or the Moai, whatever they're called.
The what?
Easter Island statues, Teresa.
Oh, you mean all those extra little parts everywhere?
Yeah.
It's one of those nights, guys. Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to be talking about some logos.
What the heck is that?
Great.
What are we looking at here, Sandy?
Okay, so it's not exactly what I remember, but it's better than what it is now. I remember the heads all looking out. I don't remember them in a U shape where they're facing each other. This is more of what I remember, where they all faced outwards. Obviously, there's a gap there because of her head. But
You're talking about Mount Rushmore, right?
yes, Mount Rushmore. I remember them all facing outward. I don't remember them like carved into a U shape. All right, this is a question. Do you guys remember the wolf in the Teen Wolf logo? And do you remember the eye in Happy Gilmore being a golf tee? I do not remember either of these. I do not remember the wolf illustration, and I do not remember the golf tee in Happy Gilmore. So I'm asking, do you guys remember it?
I'm going to have to look at the DVD.
That's one thing I didn't look at was the actual DVD. This was like the scene of it, you know, when the golf ball gets hit at the beginning. I think the DVD is just a regular eye.
Yeah, it looks like a regular eye on the actual DVD.
Mm-hmm.
But still, though, I don't remember that in the intro. The golf tee.
No, I don't either. And I don't ever remember seeing in any form the Teen Wolf having that illustration. And that's on the poster. Well, one of the posters.
What about the DVD? Was it on the DVD?
I didn't look at the DVDs. I just randomly saw them and I'm like, that's not right. I was watching a video about Happy Gilmore and saw the intro, and no, never saw the goth tee. And then while looking for something else, I saw the poster. That's the TV series. You gotta specify the movie.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find.
That's a new DVD cover. That's like
Yeah.
brand new.
That one looks pretty normal.
See, I do remember the Team Wolf logo with the moon. I just don't remember the illustration inside of it. No, I've actually never seen that one. With Scott in the front with the basketball. I've never seen that. Let me see if I can get the actual fold. If I didn't delete it, the actual poster that I have a close up of. 1 second, I'm gonna check my.
Lancaster Movie Master. What is that?
Oh no, we're just looking at the letters there. The A, the backwards M's,
Oh,
backwards A. Just the letters. We're looking at the logo. I'm scrolling up.
oh yeah, I see it now. I do see it now. Master. The A in Master is missing the bar. Good Humor. The H kind of has an extension on it.
Yeah, I don't remember that at all.
Jungle Cruise. The N is kind of weird looking.
All of
Sharp.
it's weird. It's the sharp,
Yeah.
pointy things. I don't remember that ever. I've never seen it like that.
There's residue for the American flag with the red stripe.
Mm-hmm.
Residue for the, what is this here? The British flag, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you missed the top left is marshmallow.
Yeah, marshmallow. That's how it was.
Mm-hmm.
MELLO.
Yeah.
Now, what is it? Marshmallow?
Mallow, yeah, with an A.
Double rainbow.
Oh, these rainbows. Curiouser remembers the rainbow upside down. So she remembers it.
Well,
Purple, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. So
let me ask
when
you
I
this.
find. Mhm.
Sandy, do you remember ever seeing a double like two rainbows?
No, that's a problem. Like, that's all I see now.
Yeah, all I see is two rainbows. I see one
Well,
rainbow, and then up above it, you see the opposite colors.
with
So maybe,
with a purple in the center.
right.
Yeah, no, that was new to me. I'd say 15 years ago it started getting like that. Oh,
Ghostbusters.
actually, Brian, I'm going to send you the image of the poster from that show that I was watching. From that video on YouTube with Teen Wolf.
Yeah.
Because there's another thing I want to talk about. I'm going to send it to you twice.
Okay.
In the full size image, I may have you look this up on the internet. At the bottom, there's Atlantic Releasing Corporation. Now, this is an 80s logo. Look at the A and the R. Do you see it at the bottom?
I can't see it.
Hold on, I'm going to look it up on Google. See if I can find any logos on it. Oh, it's on Logopedia. That's amazing. Yeah, see, oh boy, it's 81 to 85. Here, I'll send you new images from Logopedia, okay? Which will
Okay.
help you see it better. And then I guess they folded in 1989. But that's bad too. So here's the Logopedia images. I'll look at it in a second, Teresa. There you go, Brian. I just sent you 2 images.
Sandy, what?
Oh, that was an older message from you. Never mind. It's okay.
Now, what's wrong with the Atlantic?
Well, that's the logo they used before they closed. But the other image is the logo. Well, the A and the N is merged there. But that's the logo they were using for Teen Wolf. I don't know, it's just weird looking. I don't remember.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. The A and the R.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. We're kind of we left off on Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Is Shardik and Nas still here? Because I'm always looking for residue for Shardik and Na for this. Where you're not presenting, Brian. So, correct me if I'm wrong, Shardik and Nas. Is this what you remember on the right? You remember the no smoking sign going the other way, correct? On the left is how it currently is, and some people remember it the way it is on the right. Left top to right bottom, yes. So you remember the way it is on the top right. And it is currently the left. What's the bottom image, Brian? Oh, Filmation. I have another one coming up, Sharky, so don't go away. Has to do with your Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Filmation has all these cutouts that I don't remember.
Doctor Who.
Doctor Who. These logos are bothering me so bad. So the top left isn't too bad, but I don't remember the D broken like that. Or the H with that swoopy thing. And the O is actually shaped weird. You see, look in the O. It's got like in the top left, Brian. Look at the O really closely on this, in the center of it, on the top left. Can you
Top
zoom in on
left.
that? Yeah. It's round and normal at the bottom, but then at the top it gets a sharp, straight edge. It's like, I don't know, it's like someone wanted to cut it out to put it on a different background, and they got super sloppy with it.
Did you
And
you
then,
also note that the WH is merged right there?
yeah, I was gonna get to that. I'm not even there yet. But it's actually merged in both of the logos on the top right and the bottom. And I don't remember the bottom logo at all. I've never seen that logo before. I love Doctor Who. All right, so even though I acknowledge this is a cutesy drawing, but I remember Jaws' teeth being straight, not in 30 million different directions. This is how I remember it, nice and straight teeth. So this is residue for that. Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Here you go, Sharky. Ready? There's no red tag on the top of the hat, and there's no red, what's it called, tie. He doesn't even have the bib thing. There's no red on him at all, though. And I know you said something like, I think it was the thing on the hat that you don't remember, if my memory serves me correctly.
Well,
And you don't remember the red tie.
Makes him look like Donald Duck now.
Yeah, well, a little, because Donald Duck, I remember him with the sailor's knot. But, okay, so I covered the variation effect that I made up the name of a while ago because of Mickey Mouse having green shorts. And I found Mickey Mouse green shorts again. And blue eyes. And red feet. None of this is right. It's so messed up. I can't. It shouldn't even exist.
Pizza with Fruit Loops.
But it's spelled correctly, and that's all that matters. Fruit Loops. This is how I remember Mario. I don't remember him in the blue jumper with the red shirt. I remember the red jumper with the blue shirt.
What is it now?
A blue jumper.
With a red shirt?
Yeah, and Luigi's a blue jumper with green shirt. I remember him in a green jumper with a blue shirt. You see it?
Yeah, I see it.
I covered that one a while ago, Brian.
So weird.
That's why I always tell you to scroll down. Look for older stuff you missed.
Girls just want to have fun.
Girls just want to have fun. That's residue because now it's girls just want to have fun. She still sings Wanna, but the name of the movie and the title of the song is Want To. So VHS, I covered a while ago, changing. The current logo is on the bottom. It's always been that, with that weird H cutout, and it's going through. The V's got weird shape to it and a cutout. And then the two pins above have the logo I remember. Just VHS block lettering.
You notice how low that bar is on the H too?
I know, the whole thing's messed up. Yeah, I took it a while ago.
Many of you guys remember I took like a whole year off of doing broadcasts so that I could finish my school. Okay.
Okay, so the top left is residue of a skunk with just the one stripe on the tail instead of the three. The two white with the black in the center. Just one thick stripe. I know it's hard to see, but there's only one stripe there. Top right is the Girl Scouts of America pin. Stars on top of the shield. Like we remember.
All right.
The bottom left is Herman Munster, the color I remember him. Green, not the lilac that he is now. And there's double residue here of Bugs Bunny with white ears, not the pink color that it is now, or peach, whatever it is. And Uncle Sam hat. This is more residue of the British flag.
That's good residue right there.
Mm-hmm.
Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
This is here because Esther does not remember that. Stay right there because that's a good shot of what I'm talking about. Esther, well, first of all, I covered Roger Rabbit's eyes now being blue. They were white eyes for me, and now they're turning blue. And in parts of the movie, in other parts of the movie, it's white, and then in other parts, it's blue. But this toy from back in the 80s has blue eyes, and they shouldn't be blue. But the reason why I saved this residue is because Esther does not remember the white polka dots on his tie. She just remembers a blue tie. And this toy from the 80s just has a blue tie.
So is that a new one?
I covered that a while ago, Brian.
Wow. Let me see.
Yeah. There's many changes with Roger Rabbit. He's got pink soles on his feet now. Jessica Rabbit wears a pink dress instead of a red dress in the famous nightclub scene. There's so many changes.
I don't remember the
His
polka
eye
dots.
color changing.
I don't remember the polka dots on his tie.
Well, there you go. And there's residue of no polka dots.
All right. Let's see. What's next, Sandy? I'm gonna
I
pick
don't
one.
know. What do you, I can't see the folders. You pick. I don't even know we didn't cover yet.
What about
You
back
pick
to school?
whatever. Okay, we'll do back to school. The chat was split on this on Curious's channel. I'm 100% on what I remember though. Teresa, do you want to read it?
Yeah. You want me to?
Please.
Hmm?
Yes, please.
1986 comedy starring Rodney Dangerfield, Back to School. Which logo do you remember? Do you remember the first one? Or do you remember the second one? Great find, Sandy.
Thank you, Teresa. Brian, do you want
You're
to
welcome.
zoom in on the back to school part on each side? Let them see the left and then the right, where the word "to" is.
Wow, that's a tough one, Sandy. I don't know. To me, wow. The one on the left looks right to me. Am I close?
Okay. I'm not going to answer yet because I don't want to lead the chat on.
No. Okay,
But
well, I'm
right
voting
now,
for the one on the left.
okay. Right now in the chat, I agree, Brian Johnson. I love Rodney Dangerfield too.
Is he still alive? Is he alive or did he
No,
pass? Yeah.
no, he passed away.
Oh.
Moon Freedom says the one on the left. Jeff
Oh.
Zanzibar, the left. Brian Johnson, the left. Get
Wow.
Shusam, left. Rich Vasanik, the
Wow.
left. One of my favorite movies, I know it was the first one, so the left.
Can I read this?
Now, wait, no, go back for 1 second, Brian. All right, just wait. Yes, Teresa, but wait 1 second.
Okay. I thought we had
Interestingly,
enough votes in there.
wait a second. Get Shusam said the left, but says, but then again, I just recently seen it. That's interesting. You just
That's
recently seen
interesting.
it, but you don't remember the current reality. So, Teresa, go on. You can read now.
Okay, next, Brian. Okay. I know this is such a tiny change, but it has changed nonetheless. The two was okay. Was always
The two in the title. The two in the title.
two. I'm
Always.
sorry. The two was always normal. The T and the T and O were never on top of one another.
In my past.
I
I'll say
agree.
in
I
my
agree with
past.
you. Next, Brian.
Who found this one?
Sandy.
I did.
She's been on a roll.
What?
You guys are both
No,
on a
Brian.
roll.
If there isn't a name on the top, it's always me.
Oh, I can't read below, Brian. You need to scroll so I can read. Stop. There you go. Right there. Perfect. I'm guessing in this timeline, reality, etc., there were multiple logos, but movie logos were consistent in my past. The wouldn't be multiple versions with such stupid changes. True
That's the
that.
thing. Yeah, like a logo would be consistent. They wouldn't keep changing it around. It would always look the same. Like Back to the Future.
True.
You know what the Back to the Future logo looks like. They wouldn't make one with the letter 2 in it, with the number 2 in it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
this makes no
I
sense. Why
agree.
would they have multiple logos for the same movie? That's weird.
Yep.
And again, that's what I call the
Agreed.
variation effect. There's variation where there should not be variation. It should be consistent. It should be the same. It's
Exactly.
chaos. This is chaos where there was structure and order before. Now we're
Up.
chaos.
Slow down. He also starred in Animal House, whose logo we covered before. Because of the crazy font, we do not remember with inverted V's, 4 A's, weird S, and filled in O. You want to show the Animal House and show how that's changed, Brian?
Yeah.
The animal.
Yeah,
Go back up.
I don't remember
Yeah,
the
we
O's
covered-
being filled in.
Look at the
Nope.
Animal House.
I covered Lampoon and the O in Animal House filled in a while ago.
That looks
I'm
so
just
weird.
recapping it because
There's no way it was like that.
No, look how weird that is. Look at the
all-
A.
all the
I mean, the
O's
A.
filled
Look at that. It looks like a V.
in.
And the O. Yeah, and the S, Andy. The S is weird. It's really
Yeah,
weird. Looks like a snake.
I know. It was in the previous slide. Yeah, I mentioned the S. It's all weird.
Mhm.
It's all weird. It's all wrong for me at least.
It's
Now I
crazy.
did find this logo. Go on, Tracy. You can keep reading.
Okay. Wait for Brian. Brian?
Yep.
Tracy didn't get to
this
read the
doesn't
slide.
see.
Okay, hold on. I lost it. Let me get it back.
Okay.
There we go.
Where were we? Do you remember this? Or how about the alternative logo below that only appears on this poster from what I found?
Everybody just said it looks ridiculous. It's all wrong.
It kind of looks
Yeah.
like the Home Depot logo a little bit.
It does.
Yeah.
It really does.
I agree, Brian. Okay, next. Oh, is that it?
And when I say the Home Depot, I don't mean the Home Depot.
I
We know.
remember Home
It
Depot.
looks like Home Depot's logo. There you go.
Okay. Is that it?
I think we got
That's
one more
it.
to cover tonight.
One more?
Universal Pictures.
Yes,
Is that
that's
yours,
a newer
Sandy?
one. It is.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, guys. This is another top or bottom answer. You're gonna say top or bottom.
Oh, hang on.
Okay. Which logo do you remember before every 70s and 80s movie, TV show, Universal movie, I should say? Universal movie or TV show? Which logo do you remember? Do you remember A, Universal Picture, or Universal Pictures? Which one do you remember? Top or bottom?
Wow, this is messing with my head, Sandy.
I'm sorry.
Oh, part of me wants to say the first one.
I'm not saying anything. I want to wait for answers in the chat. And I think I was alone on this one with Curious. Not alone, but most people disagreed with me. And not so much here, I don't think. Let's see. Let's see. Crucio G, welcome. AUP. I don't know what the AUP is. Maybe the previous logo. Jeff Zanzibar says bottom. Eddie Vine Keen says bottom. Universal Studios came later, running Fox. You are remembering correctly. That was later. I'm specifically speaking of the 70s and the 80s. Rich Vasanik says pictures, so bottom. Jeff Zanzibar, bottom for me. Brian Johnson, picture, so top for Brian Johnson. Moon Freedom, you've never seen 80s movies?
I could be wrong, but I'm going to go with the top one.
It's okay. You're going to go with the top one, okay? John Otto's not sure. That's okay if you guys aren't sure. It Gets You Some says, I want to say bottom, but I don't know what the word is there, but I guess liking the top. Aw. And they go on to say, y'all feel like a second family, but I gotta go. Love y'all. Stay safe and Godspeed. And may your answers flow freely, so mote it be. Thank you, Get You Some. You have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for being here.
We love you too. Have a good night. John Nada says, bottom. I remembered it called Universal Pictures Studio. It was that later on, Moon Freedom. You're okay. Like, well, I don't know about the pictures part. We'll get to it. Brian Johnson says top picture. Yeah,
Can we
picture is
flip
the
over
top.
to the next image?
Yes. It was always studios, Running Fox said. Whoa. That's crazy. I believe you guys, though, but it is not my past. I just remember it was always, in the 70s and 80s, it was a Universal picture. But it was always Universal Pictures in my past. And that A on top looks so out of place, I can't even. That bothers me so much.
It kind of does now that you mention it. But also, did you notice the double ring around the Earth right there?
Yeah.
Do you
Well,
remember that, Sandy?
Here's the thing.
I think it's weird having the double ring.
I think it merges together into one.
Does it?
But well, we can play it. We'll play it. We'll play it. I'm sure that the intro is on YouTube. But okay, I found a video online showing every title card they've ever used. Universal Pictures was only used a few times at the start of the studio's history in 1926. So this is the only official one that I saw from 1926.
Wow, Universal Pictures, yeah.
Yeah, before the DVD videos. So yeah, you'll see there's all these different logos. For the rest of the company's history, from 1927 until today, it has never been Universal Pictures, except, I'm saying except, the next slide. So I think this is the title card. I'm on a delay. I did find Universal Pictures on DVD title cards, but never the movies. So on a DVD, you'll find, but it says Universal Pictures Home Entertainment, and then later, Universal Pictures Studio, I believe. For studios. It's coming up. We'll see it.
Oh yeah, it shows it right here the time frame.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always been a Universal Picture.
Yeah, you see the years.
Confusing because I mean Universal Studios, everyone is familiar with that. So, but are you remembering it? Universal Pictures, Sandy?
Yes, Universal Pictures. And this is residue of people doing parodies of it. And if you notice, the third one down, it says Universal 100th anniversary, and they wrote the story behind the Universal Pictures logo.
Wow.
The bottom DVD says Universal Pictures presents. So that's it.
I guess that's it for tonight.
Yeah.
Teresa, you still there?
Teresa?
Yes, I'm here.
Hey,
Hi.
how many members you got in your group now? How many members do
How
you
are
have?
you? Let me go look.
Now keep in mind, we do these shows on a regular basis. Sometimes they change days because of when I get my daughter, and when she's with me, all my attention goes to her. But that's why we change days. So sometimes it could be on a Saturday, sometimes it's on a Sunday. It just depends.
Brian,
Yes, Teresa.
as of right now, I have 2,450 members.
She is so close to 2,500.
Wow.
Yeah, and here's guys coming up May 4th, and I remember it because it's May the 4th be with you. It will be 3-year anniversary for me, I believe. Correct, Sandy? 3 years?
Yes.
Yeah. This group has grown like crazy, and I just want to thank all my members. And if anyone is interested in joining my group, it's called Mandela Reality Residue Hunters with an S. And if you do decide you want to join the group, it is a private group, so nobody sees what you're posting, only the members. Please be truthful and answer the questions so that you can be left in the group. Again, it's called Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. And you are welcome to join the group. And you can post any Mandela facts, residue, so kind of things related to it. You'll see a lot of weird topics, but please, no politics. What was the other one? We can't talk about the sea or the vax or certain things like that. They got to be off limits. Facebook is really breaking down on things like that. So
yeah,
you'll love the group. We're if you have any problems, you can always text one of the admins or moderators, and we'll see if we can solve any problems you might be having. So.
Yep.
It's a great group, guys.
It's also.
Brian, you want to put the link?
Did you say it was private? Teresa, did you say
yes,
that
it is a private group? It says private group.
So you don't have to worry about family members or friends seeing
the
nobody
will know.
That you make there.
Yep, it's very private.
Sandy,
do you have more than one channel on YouTube?
I don't. I just have Sandy Diva. I do stream on Scarab Performance, Curious and Curiouser, and sometimes on Hebrew from Eternia.
Hebrew too.
And sometimes on Maybe It's Mandela.
Sandy's all over the
place.
There you go. That's Sandy's channel. Help her out. Give her some. Give her some love.
Brian?
What?
Brian, can you share my group?
What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I want to show you your group too. I'm gonna show you your group.
All right. Thank you.
Anyway, that's Sandy's channel, and I'll send a link in the chat right now. If you guys wish to subscribe to it, you're welcome to.
Thank you, Brian.
You're welcome. You're welcome, Sandy.
There you go.
There it is. Okay.
Brian, you gonna share my Facebook group?
Yes, Teresa. I've got it. I gotta pull it up first.
Okay. Thank you.
I have shortcuts for groups, and yours is the first one on my list.
Oh, you're so sweet.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
There's also another group. You can show them.
Curiousers group too.
Curiousers group, because we're in
there
too.
See if you look, you can see where it says private. Brian, you want to show where it says private there, in case people see right there below where it says Mandela Reality Residue Hunters. It says private. You want to zoom in on
private group. Guys, be sure to answer the questions. There's like a couple of Mandela effect questions.
Yeah, they're simple.
It's mainly to sort out the bots, because in today's world
you have the trolls, Brian, and the trolls.
Bots and trolls. So we want to try to keep it troll free and bot free. So, but try to answer the questions if you can, okay? And
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And we have another group. Her name is Curiouser. Her group is just beginning. She's probably almost 100 members, and it would be great if you guys can check out her group too. She's just a beginner.
It's Curious and Curiouser.
Yeah.
And that should fill it in, Brian, because you're in the group.
Yeah, Brian. We need to advertise her group too as well. I know what it was like to be there at the very beginning. So, yeah, it takes a while to grow.
All right,
And
what's the
that-
name
It's pretty much taken off fast.
what's the name of the group?
It's Curious and Curiouser. No
Curious and
spaces.
Curiouser.
Just look for, and that should populate the name of the group for you because you're in the group.
Yeah.
It is also a private group, so no one's going to see anything that you
Yes,
post in
also
there.
private. See it, Brian?
Yeah, I'm in there. It's
Okay.
96.
Yeah, like I said,
People,
she's
but
just beginning.
she's just
And
starting
let's
out.
been there very long.
No. My AirPod just died.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. Sandy, we're about to get off the air anyways, and we appreciate you guys coming. So thank you again.
Yes, thank you, every one of you,
coming.
whenever one of you guys coming to the
Uh,
show.
We'll be back on again, most likely this Saturday.
That's perfect, Brian.
All right, so we'll see you all. Have a great Mandela Effect night, and God bless.
Good night, everyone.
Good night,
Thanks for
everyone.
being here.
Yes, thank you.
Good night, everyone.